We back. We've been gone for a minute. We're gonna try to get to y'all a little bit more frequently, but it's summertime and kids got stuff to do. But welcome to the Better Understanding Podcast. Got the full crew. Well, we actually missing the Grinch himself, but he ain't never on here anyway. Greg, please help me better understand why people are mad that I don't even know his name. Old boy is what I'm gonna call him. Got 22 and a half years. Why people upset?
People are sick because they don't understand sentencing. They want to get 40. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't gonna never get to 40, man. That just wasn't gonna happen. There's factors that go into, sentencing factors. And one of the factors is criminal history. That dude ain't got no criminal history. Now I'm not saying that he ain't never committed no crimes because I'm pretty sure he brutalized quite a few folks. I'm pretty sure that wasn't his first rodeo. But you factor that in. I mean, I thought that he was gonna get like 25 years. That's what I started off saying. He's gonna get like 25 years. I knew it was gonna all run concurrently. It just the crime was just so major. You know what I'm saying? Like it was publicized across the world. It was all kind of people out there, broad daylight, 9 minutes, whatever it was, 10 minutes that he stood on a dude's neck. You know what I'm
8
saying?
minutes and 40 seconds, wasn't it?
Yeah, but shoot, it was like 8 minutes or something. And then when they really broke it down at trial, they said it was 9 minutes or something he was on dude.
Oh, okay.
So I think that justice was served, bro. Now, if he would have got like 10 years or something like that, no, they would have been rioting. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been just crazy. But I mean, it's a federal case, so he got to do 80% of the time. So he gonna do at least 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Plus.
Oh, okay. So he went. Hold up. So he went to the feds.
Well, no. I take that back. It's state. So I think in Minnesota, I think they say you got to do 2/3 of it, but it still got federal charges pending though. You know what I'm saying? The DOJ done brought up that case too, so he could see fair time.
Damn. So like before y'all get y'all take. So say he gets charged or convicted of whatever Fed charges they come at him with. Does he do his 2/3 in the state and then they ship his ass to the Fed pen?
Nah. Double jeopardy gonna prevent that. It's all the same crime, but the Fed is
Okay.
gonna supersede. So if he's convicted on a Fed crime, they just gonna transfer him to federal prison. And Fed is 80% of the time for sure. You know what I'm saying? You got to do 80% of the time. So he'd probably, did a little bit more time. But I mean, it all depends, bro. I don't know. I'm assuming that the charge will be. I'm sorry if it's loud. It just started raining outside. I'm assuming the charge will be a civil rights case. You know what I'm saying? Some type of racial prejudice case. I don't know what the punishment range is like that. One thing I do know, whatever his longest jail sentence is, they're gonna let him do the longest jail time. They ain't gonna give him no kind of breaks. You know what I'm saying? I think what was worse than anything was what his mom said, man. She really did that man a disservice.
What'd she say?
Y'all didn't see the little speech at the sentencing hearing his mom got up there and said,
I didn't. I ain't gonna speak to everybody.
I mean,
I didn't either.
We all got a mama, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's your mama, right? She gonna come up and say, greatest son ever. You know, he's a great person, yada, yada, yada. That's what goes on in sentencing hearings. You know, you
right.
Credibility stuff about the person that even though they did a crime, they still should get some kind of grace. You know what I'm saying? But there was no remorse expressed at all. There was no condolences sent to the Floyd family about that man dying. Whether or not you feel like he was guilty or not, you still can say, well, damn, we sorry that man died. You know what I'm saying? Like, his mom didn't say that at all.
What if she ain't sorry?
Huh?
What if she ain't sorry?
Hold on, let me put my headphones on. I just got so loud.
Oh, you can't hear me? Am I talking?
Nah,
can y'all hear me good?
We can hear you. He said it started raining.
He
said it started raining where he was at.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I mean, Malcolm, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I kind of stopped following once. I was just really keeping. I never really started following. I was just kind of like keeping up with it, like here and there, like getting information here and there. Like I didn't really like follow it like that, bro. So as far as him getting 22 and a half years, I mean, I don't know the sentencing process. Like I don't know what he should have got. I don't know the minimum or the maximum in that state. So it's like, hey, at 22 and a half was what the judge saw fit. I mean, whether people would like it or not, that's what he gonna do. So it is what it is. That's how I see it. I mean, he going to jail for a crime that he committed, and it is what it is. I think I'm like Greg. I think justice will serve. I don't have any issues with it.
I don't even care. I mean, he got locked up. He committed a crime. He committed a crime. He got locked up. I mean, I'm not Greg, so obviously I'm not a lawyer. I don't know the legal system or nothing like that. But I would say if you watch enough of these true crime TV shows where they give you an update on stuff, you know that oftentimes there's a lot more that goes, or you hear about what they say. There's a lot more that goes into. I think Greg said something about this. There's a lot more that goes into sentencing than just like, oh, you committed this crime, so you got to get this amount of time, kind of a deal. There's some states where if you are convicted of a certain crime, you get an automatic mandatory life, or whatever and stuff like that, just based on what I've heard. But I mean, the guy was convicted. He went to jail, or he going to prison, and it's just like I've been saying from the beginning. You ain't gonna never make black people happy. I mean, and it ain't. And when I say black people, obviously, I don't mean every black person, but I'm just saying, like, you ain't gonna never make black people happy because before George Floyd got arrested, before he passed, they were saying, but they don't never do nothing to police. Then he got arrested. And then they started complaining about something else. Then he got convicted, and they got mad at that. And then now he getting sentenced, and they still mad. So it ain't gonna never be enough. You always gonna have people who gonna complain. And listen, this is the crazy part about it is you'll have these same people will say that, and I'm not saying that the police officer deserved any leniency. I'm not saying that, but you'll have these same people who will complain that he got 22 and a half years, or whatever it was. And then they cousin, brother, uncle, or somebody will kill somebody, and they'll go to jail and they'll go to stand in front of that damn court and ask for leniency. Like, I don't want you to hear about what, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it so? I mean, just play it straight down the middle. The man, you know what I'm saying? He went through the system, justice served, or you know what I'm saying? You think he should have got more time? I mean, to me, I would look at it in terms of like, if you're one of these people who think that police officers never get never get prosecuted for killing black men, unarmed black men in particular, that I would feel like you would see this as a win in the right direction instead of just complaining, well, he didn't get enough time. Well, listen, if you're talking about progress, I would think this is progress. That's just me though, but
like
I feel about George Floyd. George Floyd, y'all hero. Okay. Yeah, George Floyd they gonna be in the history book. George Floyd, y'all hero, and they celebrating him like a hero. And he was a dope fiend. That dude passed a counterfeit. I just want to point that out.
How you know celebrating?
Like, well, they found fentanyl in his system. He was high. That's a dope fiend.
Yeah. I mean, it was well known that he was a recovering drug addict. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He wasn't recovering if he had it in the system. That sounds like he was active.
No, the drug that he had in the system is something that they give drug addicts to prevent the withdrawals. You know what I'm saying? He was in rehab.
Yeah. So he was a dope fiend.
Yeah, he had a drug problem.
Yeah, he was a dope fiend, passing counterfeit checks or passing counterfeit money, which is a crime. But again,
I ain't gonna take it to LJ's degree, but I do get a little. It does feel a little weird.
I mean,
when they try to
the fact that he got
George for the hero,
I'm not gonna lie.
That's all I'm saying is like
the fact that he got a statue is amazing. Like I'm like,
hold on, wait, back up.
He ain't done nothing.
Got a statue?
Yeah,
I think
it was in DC, ain't it?
You seen it, LJ, where he's sitting on the bench and the wife beater?
Yeah, he got a statue somewhere.
He's sitting on what?
And see, that's what I've been saying this
hold
whole
up,
time.
hold up.
He's
Is
sitting on
we
the
taking
bench
the
with the wife
dude.
beater. Hey, that's crazy,
We
bro.
taking the dude as a black human and like making him out to be like he on Martin Luther
And
King
now,
level or something
Right.
like that. I'm like,
that
no,
part I
he
do
was a
agree. Like,
dolphin committing a crime.
I
at
actually
first,
heard somebody say that. They talked about George Floyd. They talked about Martin Luther King. And this was somebody that is way older than me. Somebody older than my grandparent. And I was kind of like, George Floyd.
how?
George
Like,
the
and that's
King.
crazy because see,
Right.
I guess I know everybody don't think the same, but my mind never went towards civil rights activists when you talk about George Floyd. Like,
Bro, he got more than one. What y'all talking about?
I know he got one
more
in
than
New York.
one?
I just looked it up.
He got one of like his head, like a headshot. You know how like the NFL do their
bus?
Hall of Fame?
a bus, like a head bus.
Yeah, he got that, and then he got the one y'all talking about.
Well, I know he got the way. I say whether he
got
got a
wife
bus
beater.
or a statue or whatever. Like,
He
I mean,
got
don't get me
both.
wrong. Like
Bro,
I say,
you gotta be kidding.
that's-
Yeah, if
dog.
I go to that
didn't-
place, this is
Oh,
what
wow.
if I go to that place and my kids say, Daddy, who was George Floyd? I would say he was a dope fiend who was passing the counterfeit $20 bill, and he got killed by the police.
Unjustifiably killed.
Yeah,
That's that whole story.
yeah. I say unjustifiably. He was wrongfully killed by the police, but he damn sure was a dope fiend. In my opinion.
Yeah. I mean,
when it comes to like what we trying,
guess,
when it comes to establishing black people,
Oh man,
why would we prop up George Floyd like that?
I don't know. Like you know what's crazy? So
it don't make no sense to me.
There's a couple people.
The case just bigger than George Floyd, though.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but George Floyd, they like George Floyd.
And I get, like I say, and I get the fact that
y'all know how I feel about Stephen Jackson said he's a martyr. George Floyd did not change the world. He ain't done nothing special. Let's just get that.
And don't get me wrong.
Because here's the thing.
Oh, go ahead.
If George Floyd, if you saying George Floyd changed the world, what you are saying that is kids go out there and be criminals. Because he wasn't, it wasn't like he was out there. No, let me explain myself so I can clarify that.
I say because
it wasn't like he was out there doing something great and died in the act of doing something great or trying to make a positive change. He was out there committing a crime, and he didn't die necessarily as a result of it, but there was a correlation to his crime and him dying. Like I said, he didn't die as a result, but there's a correlation. A connection.
AJ, so how do you feel about Emmett Till? How would you describe Emmett Till?
Shit, Emmett Till ain't do nothing wrong. He ain't no hero. Emmett Till ain't no hero.
Hold on.
You can tell me whistling that a white woman is. Come on, Greg.
No. Go ahead, Greg. Go ahead.
Let me explain.
Hold up. Before you even say whistling at a white woman, she came out later on and said he didn't actually do that.
That lady right there, I ain't listening to nothing she got to say.
Right on.
But hold on. The whole thing with Emmett Till, right, from what I know, and I could be wrong, y'all fact check me. Emmett Till from Chicago, right? Mm-hmm. Mother sent him to Mississippi because he was getting into some trouble in Chicago.
Right,
you know, as a young kid, right? Told him, leave them white folks alone. I think that was like, in the family, like,
for sure.
Leave them white folks alone. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say that was them white women. That's what they say.
You say what?
So I remember Muhammad Ali. They said that in that Muhammad Ali movie.
Said hard to say no to them white women.
So Jamie Foxx said Muhammad Ali movie, man. Ali.
So he went to Mississippi for the summer, you know, and did probably what he was told not to do. You know, listen at the white woman. I mean, you know, it's a whole bunch of different stories about whether or not he did that or not.
Are you asking, did he change the world? Is that what you're getting to?
I mean, a lot of people said that he did, right? His funeral, right? His mom with the open casket and all that. But my thing is, we put, you know, Emmett Till on a certain pedestal as a martyr. Would you say that maybe if he wasn't being disobedient to what his mom told him and what his people told him, listen at the white woman, is there not a correlation between that and
a white woman, Greg?
That's not a crime.
You trying to tell me Emmett Till can't be trying to get on the own?
And look, and by no way, I'm just throwing it out there just for the sake of discussion.
No,
I know it is Pride Month, Greg, but come on now.
I think in both cases, at the end of the day, it's the situation that's getting put on the pedestal versus the actual person. Yeah, it happened to Emmett Till because, like I say, he is the example of what this is. The problem with the George Floyd being the example of what this is because he was one of many cases that was going on at pretty much the same time. Mm-hmm. And it was like, that was a problem. Like you had more than one example of quote unquote police brutality. And it's like, I think because of the platform that Stephen Jackson used to push. Go ahead. You think what? I think it's more say the fact that everybody started saying George Floyd, that it became a George Floyd thing versus a police brutality thing, and Stephen Jackson kind of made it huge, bro. Like he kind of blew it up.
I think it was more so that it was caught on video.
So wasn't the first dude that said I can't breathe? Was he not caught on video?
This video was way more graphic and longer though.
Yeah, it was longer. Like you just sat there and watched it.
Did you not see that? I guess my thing is whether it was 9 minutes or 12 minutes, we saw a man get killed on film by the police.
I don't know. The stronger. I don't know about Eric Garner's. I don't know about Eric Garner's sister.
What I'm saying is, Greg,
he was selling loose.
Wait, time out. Greg said he probably got a history. You think all black people commit crime? Come on now.
I think all folks have a history, man. Ain't nobody
forget
perfect.
The history, man.
So we can't look for no perfect model.
My point is the examples of police brutality, which was the whole issue, was everywhere. Where you're seeing people get shot in the back by the police on film. Whether you see people getting choked out by the police on film, whether you hear about it in the news. You had plenty of examples, and for some odd reason, George Floyd stuff.
Like Malcolm said, I think it's the length, bro. You got almost a 10-minute long video where the life is literally being choked out of this dude.
And I guess my question is,
when did you could have popped 3 bags of popcorn? I guess my question to that
Greg say something, he add link to the video. It went from 8 minutes.
And I guess my question, my response to that, Greg, is are people that like it doesn't have to do you have to look at it that long for you to understand that the impact is the same no matter if it is shot
for some people they do. I'm gonna tell you like this, Tweety. It was a whole bunch going on during the civil rights movement, right? A whole bunch of deaths, people getting lynched, people getting, tortured. You had Black Wall Street. But then when they put Bloody Sunday on TV and they seen them children getting attacked by them dogs and them water hoses, then it was like, oh snap, that's going on. So sometimes it does take.
Well, like you say, you just.
Like
but like you said, you picked out one incident that was on TV amongst many. I can show you like at least 12 incidents that was caught on tape. It wasn't just him.
I just think it's we're less sensitive, bro.
I was gonna say, when did Eric Gardner get killed? You remember the year?
It was in the 2010s, wasn't it? Like
Trayvon was 2013.
You said
it was after Trayvon, right? It was after that, right?
I think so.
Probably was.
But like if you look at social media in the last, what we in 2021? Just say last 10 years, bro, how fast it's like social media was around back then, right? But how
2014.
Okay. How social media was around then, but everything is social media now, if that makes sense. Everything is social media now. Yeah, like there's not many people that don't have a Facebook. There's not many people that don't have it.
I get it. I mean, I get what y'all saying. Like it's right
it's
there.
It's just different times. I mean, like
you gotta remember this too. The pandemic, right? The pandemic went on too.
I get
we ain't had nothing else.
I guess which once again goes back to the point of why does it have to be sitting in your face for 30 hours versus 30 minutes? Like it's the same
That's
thing.
not a question. That's not a question for
Yeah,
us.
because everything
not
is
a question
24
for
hours.
I think
now.
what it would be, Tweety, is like when it's so long, when the incident, that particular him, it just seems like extra heinous.
Overkill.
You know, it's just like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Eric Gardner, I don't know how quick the video was, but I imagine if he got choked out, it didn't take very long. Not to be disrespectful to him and his family.
Right.
You're gonna choke somebody to death. It don't take very long.
Right.
To do it.
Right.
You know, you can choke somebody to death in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I say because I don't think his video was no longer than 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, like if how long was it, Grizz? 12 minutes?
13. It's growing by the hour.
However long it was, it just seems extra heinous. And I think like when you add to it like his demeanor, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, some of it is like hindsight being 2020.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like you look at him like, okay, he died, and then you go watch the video, like, damn, he had his hand in his pocket. He didn't look like he cared. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like
that's why he got 20.
heinous.
That's why he got 22 and a half years. If it wouldn't have been all that, he probably would have got probation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's negligent homicide. You know what I'm saying? He killed a man in an act of him doing his job. It wasn't like it was premeditated. Like he just said, all right, I'm going to go out, I'm going to kill George Floyd today. You know what I'm saying? He was at work. So, you know, for him to get 22 and a half years for arguably a negligent homicide.
And my old job, they didn't even charge you for killing people at work. That was part of work. That was a good day at the office. The more the merrier. The better day at work you had.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
I don't know about Emmett Till. Is Emmett Till? I don't know. I mean, Emmett Till ain't do nothing wrong, in my opinion. He just whistling at a white woman. And I understand what you're saying about not listening to his parents and kind of, you know, he probably wasn't as sensitive to racism and, you know, the racial divide between whites and blacks, because historically, as what we've read over the years, I mean, what we've been taught, at least what I know have been taught, is racism was not exclusively a Southern problem. A lot more prevalent, a lot more violence associated with it in the South, than in northern cities. So yeah, there's that. Then, you know, plus the other thing is Emmett Till was a kid. You know what I'm saying? People get a little bit more sensitive about things that happen to kids and stuff like that. But is Emmett Till a hero? No, he ain't doing nothing. He just got
probably not. Right. And I say,
listen, people to this day get killed trying to holler at women.
That is very true, and not necessarily by a different race either.
Yeah. So he just was a kid, man, and I think because he was a kid, that's probably because I'm willing to bet that there were probably black dudes back then that were getting hemmed up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, for getting after them, for getting after them white women.
Like I said, that was probably the norm, but like you said, the fact that he was a kid. And I think that's probably why I blew up so much back then too. Probably because he was a kid, you know.
Then I didn't see I heard about the open casket. I ain't, you know.
I didn't even know that they did the open casket.
Yeah, they said like his mom.
That's what did it. That's what did it.
Yeah, his mom.
Put pause on it, didn't it? They should have been learning how to fight. Should have learning how to whistle.
It was like 3 men, wasn't it? They killed him or beat him up?
Grown men.
Whistling
like police, like straight police officers, armed white police officers killing this man.
That's cold.
You out here whistling. You should have been learning kung fu.
Crazy, bro.
I'm just joking.
Oh, man. Yeah, we can make it. We're just trying to make light of the situation. Yeah, don't get offended.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Move to a lighter topic. Man, what I hadn't watched a lot. I hadn't watched a lot.
I do care because
hold on, what you say, man?
You know, I used to be heavy on them pink toes like that back in the day before I got married. So The Emmett Till thing was a little sensitive.
It hit a nerve.
Yeah, it hit a nerve, man. You know, I had to keep my eyes.
Oh man. Oh man.
They tried to Emmett Till me. Yeah, they did. They tried to Emmett Till. That's a fact.
Hey man, hold up. Let me tell y'all. So I was watching